All right, welcome everybody to the New Jersey Association of College Admission Counseling's STEM Virtual College Fair. I'd like to thank you for joining us today. Before I get started, I'd like to go over a few housekeeping items. There is a Q&A button on your screen to type in your questions to our presenters at any time during this presentation. If you do have questions for a specific college, please make sure you mention them in the chat as well. Your camera and microphone are turned off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is also just one of many different sessions happening this week, so be sure to sign up for any additional sessions. This presentation is also being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same time and website where you registered. I'd like to now turn it over to our presenters. And first up, we have Stockton University.
Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you here today. My name is Heather Medina. I'm the Director of Admissions at Stockton University. And I also have joining with me Tashani Rodrigo Paris, our Assistant Dean in the School of Natural Sciences and Math. And so this is just a picture of our campus located in Galloway, about 15 minutes outside of Atlantic City. Tashani, if you wouldn't mind the next slide. Just some neat facts if you're going to visit our webpage at stockton.edu. We are participants in both the Common App and our web application. We do have several ways in which you can apply to the university. We have a waiver for students that are interested in applying for the fall of 2021. We simply meet the official high school transcript and essay test scores. We are completely test optional and 1 to 2 letters of recommendation. And so I just want to give the floor to our Assistant Dean, who will be highlighting our STEM program here at Stockton.
Thank you, Heather, and good evening. And welcome to the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics of Stockton University. And this is our beautiful main campus in Galloway, New Jersey. And it's located in a 1,600 acre plot in the National Reserve for Pinelands. And it's a beautiful location. And this is what we call the academic quadrant. And onto the left, you see a new facility, a state-of-the-art facility, which is our Unified Science Center. And we have our chemistry, biology, biochemistry, and physics laboratories mostly on this building. And you also see on the left a rooftop greenhouse. And onto the right, on the first floor, we also have the sustainability lab for the sustainability program. And on the left top here, we have the Arts and Sciences building, which houses our environmental science program, as well as our geology program. And in the Galloway campus, we have Lake Fred in the center of activity, which is not only used for recreation, but also for ecological studies. And about 10 minutes from the Galloway campus is our marine field station that you see here in the red square. And that is home to our marine science program. And we have several research vessels, as well as regular canoes and kayaks that the students can use for their ecological studies. And on the right here, you see the classroom building we have on site, which also has a laboratory component, as well as a research as well as lecture facility within there. And our marine science faculty conduct their research there and involve students. And on the main research vessel at the bottom is one such instance where they are working on the oyster restoration project. And it's, this vessel is called RV Petra. And one great thing about Stockton is that you don't have to belong to any of these majors to use these facilities or have these experiences, because we have a unique general studies curriculum where all students have to take a component of general studies courses, and they are on very interesting topics. So you see here the coastal ocean, the pine barrens, automobiles, the science of ice cream, cancer. So you have so many choices to learn from and use these facilities. And this is our second campus in Atlantic City, in the middle of all excitement, and on opening to the boardwalk and the ocean. And with all these great locations on our campus, we use our campus campuses as your laboratory and classroom. So we have a very active and engaging curriculum that our faculty have designed. And here you see Professor Witt with her class embedded in our wetlands doing classroom type work in the field, immersed in the field. And also we are custodians of our Pinelands National Reserve, headed by a professor. And so on the left up, we see students who are involved in controlled burning to maintain the pinelands. And these are some of our indoor facilities, a state-of-the-art chemistry lab, computer lab, biology facilities, and some more physical science facilities as well. And bottom right, you see the sustainability laboratory, where they are conducting their renewable energy laboratory using solar panels and wind energy machinery. And also we have a sustainability farm very close to the Galloway campus, many acres, where the students with the professor actually do all the cultivation, both outdoors as well as indoors in the greenhouses that you see. And also classes are held in these locations, and these days, of course, with masks on. And we see our students cultivate, and they also hold a weekly farmers market to our community. And for nature lovers, we have a vivarium and a turtle rescue project, as well as our area is full of wetland birds, and also nest for our mascot osprey. And up top, you see the greenhouse, the inside of the beautiful greenhouse I showed you on the rooftop of our science facility. And 6 of our physics female students got together with their professor and restored our observatory, which was closed for 10-15 years. And here you see them actually repairing and restoring the telescopes. And now it's open to public monthly. And also there's a general studies course called General Astronomy, which is very popular. And those students actually use this facility for their studies. And this is some footage from our geology program. So they travel from East Coast to the West Coast. They do field trips all the time. They have a geology club that helps with these field projects, and they are immersed in the field, learning with their professors on these sites.
Thank you so much, Stockton University. Up next, we have Keiser University.
Trying to get the hang of this. Trying to get the screen share to work. Doesn't seem to.
Your screen is being shared. It's just in not in presentation mode.
I'm sorry?
We can see your screen. It's just not in presentation mode. Looks like you're on the 10th slide at the moment.
Okay. How do you guys see everything?
Looks perfect.
Awesome. Hello, everyone. My name is Jordan. I'm an admissions officer for Keiser University. We are located in West Palm Beach, Florida. We have level 6, we have level 6 accreditation, and we are regionally accredited by SACS. We are the largest private non-for-profit university in Florida. We have 21 campuses and international, which I will discuss, and over 20,000 current students and 66,000 alum. I'm not going to do the video because of the fact that we are currently on a little bit of a time crunch. Awesome. So just a little bit of what student life is like at Keiser. Oh, sorry. Awesome. So first thing you guys are probably doing now is considering your career paths, which is the most important thing, as opposed to finding a school that, is the right fit. Both things very important, career and school that's going to get you there. So a few things recommend, go on some of these things that are available to you. My Next Move, Personality, both things can help you find that career path that's right for you. Awesome. Again, more questions to ask yourself. What do I want to do after college? AKA, what is the career I'm looking to enter? What type of college do I want? Do I want a small school where everyone knows my name? Do I want to be, just a number where, I see the people I want to see, I don't see the people I don't want to see? All of these things are going to be very important in, figuring out your next 4 years, because a lot of you are going to be away from mom and dad for the first time. Awesome. The process. How we do things at Keiser. First is things first. If you are interested and you do submit your application, you will be speaking with someone like myself. I happen to be the admissions officer for New Jersey and New York. So anyone in here, congratulations, you are meeting me, through this, and I look forward to meeting you guys down the line. But I would, reach out to you, we'd go over everything. Once we get you accepted, we would start holding your hand through the process of financial aid and so forth. Now, a lot of students come, there's a lot of things, there's a lot of time in a day, a lot of the time, you're spending maybe 4 to 5 hours a day in classes. You also have to anticipate, probably, 4 to 5 hours for studying as well. That still leaves a lot of time in the day, and some students choose to fill that with sports or athletics. So we do have 22 programs for students to choose from if they are interested in, playing a sport with us. That's definitely something that you would want to mention, when you're applying. We also have an esports program. I don't know how many of the students in here are interested in that. I know it's definitely on the rise. If that's something you're interested in, we actually do have a team as well. And if that's something you're interested in, we have a whole room and facilities for you to do that as well. Now, what you all came here for. So a lot of our we have over 20 different programs here. Now I chose a few different programs that are a little out there. So you're not going to see our business program. You're not going to see a lot of our pre-med program. I will discuss it a little bit, but I wanted to hit the programs that students might not understand fully. So we do have our applied engineering program. So this is designed to introduce the students to, prepare them to diagnose failures in complex systems. Whether it's hardware and software, repairing failures, empirical analysis, or dissection of the systems and how they work. These are all things that you're going to go into. Now, the primary technology students are going to use pretty much from day one is going to be the Field Programmable Gate Array, or FPGA. This is a unique technology, and it's used in various different, technologies nowadays, whether it's AI, whether it's, the heating in your house, all of these different things, anything that you can, choose, push a button and it changes exactly how it, goes, that's going to be due to an FPGA. So you're going to get to learn how to use them, put them all together, and so forth. Some highlights are going to be reliability and failure analysis, engineering materials and processes, modeling, mechanical systems, and design and analysis. We also have a very big cinematic arts program. So if you're interested in anything from writing, production, or post-production, we have a facility. We work hand in hand with G-Star, which is the 7th largest filming location in the world. So all of our students will have that opportunity to work there with the current professionals working there and really start to build their portfolio. Awesome. We also do work, we have an equine program, as an equine team, as well as the equine stables that we use are also used in 2 of our programs. One of them being our biomedical science program. This is going to be specific to the pre-veterinary students. So what this means is not just are you going to be looking in a textbook, but throughout your time at Keiser, you will have classes where you're actually putting the material to use, working with horses. So that's huge too. Business administration, again, it's just going to be an equine concentration where you are working on the equine, field. And last one I just want to hit on is our College of Golf. This is a program very wide opportunity. You could be a professional, golf course design, golf course management, and anything underneath. If anyone has any questions, you could feel free to reach out to me and I will be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you so very much. As a reminder to our participants, if you have any questions about anything that you're seeing today, if you have questions specifically for a college, please use the Q&A feature at the very bottom. Up next, we have Earlham College.
Hello, my name is Jendaya Herbert. I'm an admissions counselor at Earlham College. We're located in Richmond, Indiana, and I specifically recruit in New Jersey. So I'll put my contact information in the chat after the presentations. So Earlham College was founded in 1847 by the Quakers. We are a Quaker college, but there are no religious requirements on campus, and we welcome all faiths and non-faiths. Our student body is a little over 800 students. We are spread across 800 acres, which you can see a little bit in my virtual background. 25% of our students identify as US students of color, and 22% of our students are international students. So we have representation from over 40 US states and 55 countries. And so our promise here in the next slide gets to the heart of what we're about at Earlham. We believe in the power of learning and community and in the power of our students to go out and change the world for good. And so how do we deliver on that promise? So we have 6 unique qualities. First and foremost, our faculty and staff, they serve as mentors for our students and they are your advocates on campus. They're dedicated to helping students find their true potential and forge their own distinct paths. Our students are active partners in learning. You'll be on a first name basis with your professors because we see learning as a shared enterprise. And then Earlham has been built on a history of bringing the world to Earlham and sending our students, faculty, and staff out into a variety of programs, which I'll show you later in the presentation. We are not sending students out currently now. And then our Quaker values, those are simplicity, community, respect for persons, integrity, and peace and justice. So those inform the type of community we strive to be. And then our distinctive community is shaped by our members. So we come from a wide range of backgrounds and viewpoints, international students as well as international faculty. And we don't value rigorous academics for the sake of separating the weak from the strong, but we believe in challenging ourselves and each other to do more than we expected. Earlham offers over 40 different majors and minors, and they're all divided into 4 divisions. So that's going to be natural sciences, social sciences, humanities, and visual and performing arts. But for the sake of the presentation, I only listed our STEM majors specifically. I will note that the picture is of our science complex. So that's the Center for Science and Technology for our people interested in computer science or data science. And then we also have Stanley Hall, which is part of the complex for our biochemistry, biology, and chemistry labs. And then we do have pre-medical pathways. So if you're interested in majoring in biochemistry or biology, but you're interested in those pre-professional paths like pre-nursing, pre-dentistry, pre-physical therapy, I have all of them listed on the website. So I'll put that in the chat later so you can take a look at those. We also have an engineering program. It's a 3-2 program. So that would be 3 years at Earlham and then 2 years at a larger university. That being said, all of our students will take courses in the natural sciences because we do believe that Earlham education entails a multidisciplinary approach, as well as the opportunity for students to take combined classes in relevant subjects. Our average class size is about 13 students. The biggest classes on campus are going to be around 60 students is the most I've heard. And those are for your introductory science courses. Those might be broken down into smaller lectures and your labs are capped at 20 students. As I said before, students and professors are on a first name basis, which allows our students to build close working relationships with their professors and academic advisors. They're going to be the ones asking you to join them on research publications and trips abroad, as I want to point out on the next slide. The Earlham Advantage is part of EPIC. EPIC stands for Earlham Program for an Integrated Curriculum. All that means is that it's a full 4-year experience, and this involves seeing the connections between different classes and disciplines and how you can find ways to explore that in the real world. So through Earlham Advantage, we guarantee funding of an award of an average of $5,000 for all of our students to do 1 internship or research experience that will help you discern and confirm the path that you are on. So students can work with a career coach and they identify and apply for internships. And then you would submit a proposal of how you would like to use that funding. This is especially helpful for students who may only be able to find an unpaid internship, or maybe you want to take an internship in another state where you may not have housing available. Internships are typically 9 weeks and will take place during the summer, so you're not missing out on any class time or trying to juggle a full course load while you're doing these experiences. You can also do an epic research trip if you're not interested in doing an internship. These are a few of the places that our students have been in the past. These experiences are also during the summer for 3 to 4 weeks, and these are research trips that you would go on with your professors. I do want to highlight the trips. The ones in bold are typically what our students interested in STEM fields are going on. So the Peru trip is more so a trip where you're studying the healthcare system there and you have the opportunity to work with patients. So it's popular for our medical students or pre-med students. I will say we do have data for the class of 2019. So over 90% of our students went on to either go into a career, or they went on to grad school or a service program like Peace Corps or AmeriCorps within 6 months of graduation. We do have career coaches that are available to help our students make that transition from college life to a career. And then our graduates are working and attending grad schools all over the globe in a variety of fields. You can see here our top job industries for our 2019 graduates tended to be more so in research, web or software engineering, as well as healthcare. And I want to thank you so much for joining my presentation. Feel free to ask me any questions in the Q&A, and I'll put my information in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Up next, we have here, University of Colorado Boulder.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Navarro Ivar, and I represent the University of Colorado Boulder. We are the flagship of the University of Colorado system and enroll approximately 30,000 undergraduate students. We are an R1 research institution, a NCAA Division I school for athletics, and we offer over 85 undergraduate majors in a wide range of fields, including engineering, business, architecture, performing arts, and the humanities. STEM majors specifically are a substantial component of the offerings here at CU, with one of the top aerospace engineering programs in the country and ease of access into a variety of research opportunities. CU Boulder is at the cutting edge of every field. We are proud to be the top public university to receive funding from NASA for research and be one of only 36 public research institutions in the prestigious Association for American Universities. Some of our more unique STEM offerings include biomedical engineering, atmospheric and oceanic sciences, integrative physiology, creative technology and design, speech, language, and hearing sciences, as well as cognitive science studies. However, we offer many more interdisciplinary programs that bridge a wide variety of different STEM fields together. I encourage you all to visit colorado.edu/visit for the opportunity to attend STEM-focused information sessions and communicate directly with our faculty, staff, and students in their respective fields. In addition, I am the admissions counselor for SNE students from New Jersey and New York, and I'd be happy to answer your questions. I'll share my contact information in just a second. But to wrap up, I'd like to provide some general information about CU and the application process as well. Like I mentioned previously, we have over 85 undergraduate majors, but in total over 110 bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degree programs, over 50 different minors, over 40 concurrent programs, and tons of certificate options as well. As you can see on your screen now, this is the typical range for admitted students coming into CU. I will tell you that CU Boulder does not have minimum academic requirements for GPA, SAT, or ACT test scores. We were test optional this year as well. We provide a very holistic approach to reviewing every single application, and I'll go over what that specific process looks like. But first, I'd like to mention that this is typical of our application checklist. Please be aware that for every university that you come across, the process might be slightly different and their requirements might be slightly different, as well as their timelines. So we require your application, 2 short essays, your application fee, your official high school transcripts, as well as any college transcripts if you've taken dual or concurrent enrollment classes, SAT or ACT test scores, and academic letter of recommendation. And lastly, we don't require a resume or list of activities, but we certainly recommend it. And this is our holistic review process. Essentially, we're working with more than just the numbers that you provide in your GPA and test scores. We take a look at everything from the difficulty of your classes, the course load, the grade trend. So if you had a rocky start freshman year, but you have an upward trend towards your senior year, that looks very positive for us. We look for your volunteer and work experience, as well as leadership positions, and any extenuating circumstances that may have affected your academic performance as well. Here is just a small sample of the many companies that our alumni go to work for. Obviously, you can see the big ones such as Amazon, Google, IBM, but we also do have a lot of students who go into service opportunities after graduation, including the Peace Corps and Teach for America. Lastly, if you could check us out on social media, obviously everyone will push that at some point, but we are very active. We provide some very fun information on there and keep everything up to date. And like I mentioned previously, I am Navardo Ivar. I am the admissions counselor for New York and New Jersey. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at navardo.vivar@colorado.edu. Thank you.
All right, it looks like we lost our host, so we'll just keep moving here. I think I'm up next. So I'll go ahead and share my screen here, and hopefully she's able to join in just a second. Well, hello everyone. My name is Lindsay Leggett, and I am a Regional Director of Recruitment for Western Colorado University based in Gunnison, Colorado. And today I just want to talk to you specifically about some of the STEM programs that are offered at Western. So let's jump on in here. A little bit about Western in general is that we are located in Gunnison, Colorado. Our total student enrollment, including our master's programs, is right around 3,418 students, with 3,015 students being our undergraduate programs. Our average class size is 17 students, but our maximum class size on campus will only hold about 50. So we don't have a single lecture hall on campus. All of your classes will be relatively small. We do have over 100 majors and areas of study, with over 50 clubs and organizations that are all student-led. 80% of students on Western's campus do receive financial aid that's in the form of grants or scholarships, and that's money that does not need to be paid back. And just fun fact for you, our mascot is Mad Jack the Mountaineer. These are a list of all of our different majors within our STEM programs or Bachelor of Science programs. And just a couple that I wanted to highlight today is our exercise and sports science program is really popular at Western, and something that really sets us apart from other institutions across the nation is that we have a high altitude performance lab. So since we're located at 7,700 feet in elevation, if you're interested in studying the effects of altitude on athletes or just community members that come in and participate in these studies, you can do research in any of these programs as early as your freshman year. Biology is also a really popular program at Western, specifically our wildlife and conservation major. If you're interested in wildlife and conservation, we're surrounded by hundreds and hundreds of acres of BLM land, national forest land, all of this land that's public for public use, both for study and for recreation for students to use at any point. And then really quickly, I wanted to go over a really brand new, exciting program that we're actually doing in partnership with CU Boulder. So you heard a little bit from them earlier today. We're really excited about this program and this partnership with them. But basically how this program works is if you're interested in either mechanical engineering or computer science, you can start out as a Western student. You take your first 2 to 3 years as a Western student, and then you technically transfer all of your credits over to CU Boulder. But we actually have CU Boulder faculty members coming to us. So they will be on our campus. You'll be studying under them for your second 2 years or so, and paying CU Boulder tuition and fees at that point. But you kind of get the best of both worlds in that sense. You get to have the benefit of the small class sizes that Western offers, but you get to actually graduate with a very prestigious CU Boulder degree in computer science or mechanical engineering. So we're very excited about this program and very excited about the partnership with them. We do have a brand new building that was just donated to us. So it was about $80 million. So brand new lab space, brand new classrooms. And there's also a potential for students that are interested in either of those programs to get a full tuition scholarship for your first 2 years at Western, and we'll go over that in just a little bit here. But I just wanted to highlight this picture on the right here is a picture of a classroom in our brand new Rady building for computer science and mechanical engineering. So this is exactly what a classroom is going to look like at Western. And you can see you'll have a very tight-knit setting. So you'll get to work a lot one-on-one with your professors and with your peers. But for that Rady Merit Scholarship that I was talking about, or that 2-year full tuition scholarship for Western students, the only requirements for those programs are that you declare a major in computer science or mechanical engineering, and that you have a cumulative GPA of at least 3.5 from high school. So once you submit your transcripts to us, as long as you have a 3.5 GPA, that will qualify you for the scholarship. And then you also must be able to be eligible for Math 151, which is Calculus 1 your freshman year. And you can do that via placement tests. So if you weren't able to take the SAT or the ACT, we'll take an AccuPlacer, or if you were able to take at least a college level pre-calculus course, you can submit your transcripts to us that way, and that will put you in Math 151. Or if you were able to take the SAT or ACT, if you got a 630 on your ACT for the math portion, or a 27 on the SAT for the math portion, those will automatically qualify you for this 2-year full tuition scholarship. There's no separate application. If you qualify for it, you just automatically get it. So we're really excited to be able to offer that to students as well. And I really wanted to encourage you guys to come visit campus if you're able to. We are offering in-person campus tours. We just ask that groups are smaller than 10 people so that we can keep all of our visitors and everyone on campus safe. If you're not able to travel, that is totally fine as well. We are offering a bunch of virtual tours and a bunch of virtual events as well. So you can see those at the links listed here. But this is a picture of our brand new computer science and mechanical engineering building that just opened up last month. So we're really excited about that. And lastly, I just wanted to provide my contact information. If you ever have any questions, I'm more than happy to chat with you. That's my email, or you can call and text the number below. But I thank you guys very much for your time, and I will answer questions in the Q&A as well.
Thank you so very much, Lindsay. As a reminder, guys, there is a Q&A feature at the very bottom. So if you have any questions about things you are seeing today or questions for any specific college, please put those in the Q&A below. And then next we have Elizabethtown College.
Hello, everyone. My name is Oz. I'm the Assistant Director of Admissions here at Elizabethtown College, located in Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania. We are next to Lancaster County, and which is maybe an hour and 20 minutes away from Philadelphia. So I'm going to share my screen in a second. Let's see if this works properly. Yep. Awesome. So I'm going to talk about becoming a Blue Jay, and for all of our students, let's see, it's actually not working right now. Okay, fantastic. So about E-Time by the numbers, we have 58 majors. So for our STEM majors, we have like actual science, engineering, mathematics, metatonics, and many more. We have a student to faculty ratio of 11:1, 24 NCAA Division II athletic teams, including esports, over 100 clubs and organizations here on campus. We have about 1,600 students from 25 different states and 12 countries, and we're consistently ranked in the top 10 of best value schools in the whole country. We're currently ranked in the top 10 in the state of Pennsylvania. Here are some of the majors that we have. Like I mentioned, we have mathematics, engineering, biochemistry, metatonics, and many more. Students are not required to declare a major within the first 2 years. So if you still are undecided, that's not a problem. And also, we have a 4-year graduation guarantee. Therefore, if you don't graduate within 4 years, ETAN will cover a semester free of charge for tuition. You have to complete 2 signature learning experiences in order to graduate. The first one is supervised research. So if you want to see how has climate change affected the Chesapeake Bay, you can do things like that. You can also do an internship experience. We work with PennDOT, which is the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. We're only 30 minutes away from the city of Harrisburg, which is the capital of Pennsylvania. So you can also do an internship there. We have many cross-cultural experiences. We have many study abroad programs. So you can go for 2 to 6 weeks. You can go for a semester. You can go for a whole year. So it's really up to you. We have community-based learning. And for engineering students, you can work with United Way or Habitat for Humanity. And the last thing is you have a capstone course, which encompasses everything that you have learned from your freshman year all the way down to your senior year. You have to do only 2, and there's 5 of them to choose from. 85% of our students live on campus and the rest commute. I read the majority of applications that come from the state of New Jersey, and here are some of the residence hall that you will have. Here are the teams that we have. We have everything but a football team. We also have intramurals and we have esports. So if there's any gamers out there, we have Fortnite, League of Legends, and Overwatch. We also have over 100 clubs and organizations. So we have like anime, Pokemon, Harry Potter, political clubs, religious clubs, Black Student Union, food clubs, all sorts of things. There's always something for every student. If there is something that you really like and we don't have it, all you have to go is to go to the Student Government Association, get 2 more students, and they will give you a check for $320. You can start recruiting students for your cost, whatever cost that might be. We have a new Bauer Centers for Sport, Fitness, and Wellbeing, which is more than a gym. It's open from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. and it's a great way for our students to be active. We have a demonstration kitchen, relaxation rooms, we have fire pits in and out, and it's truly wonderful. The application process is very simple. There is no application fees. SAT scores or ACT scores are not optional, and we usually read applications within 2 to 3 weeks. So there's rolling admission, so you can apply beginning of July all the way down until May. Here, all of our students receive a scholarship. Therefore, if you have a 3.5 GPA or higher, our students will qualify for the presidential scholarship, and that's $17,000 off every year. If you have between a 3.0 to a 3.49, you will get $14,000 off. And if you have between 2.75 to a 3, you will get $12,000 off. We have an additional scholarships for all of our students. You can transfer credits. So for any students in high school that are taking AP courses, dual enrollment courses, you can take those credits as well, and ETAN will gladly take them. We also take IB courses as well at this time. You can come in and check us out. We're open for tours. We'll have department days, we have open houses, and we have accepted student days. There's an admissions team, as you can see, I'm in the top right. If you have any questions or any concerns, please feel free to send me an email. At this time, thank you for your time.
Thank you so much, panelists, for giving some more information about your colleges as well as your STEM programs. We do have a couple minutes left. Students, if you have any last-minute questions, definitely feel free to use that Q&A. I will get us started with one question that I'll pose to all of our panelists here. And that question is, what is an interesting event or tradition you guys have on your campus? And we'll start in the order that we presented with. So we will start with Stockton University.
I would definitely have to say it's our Admitted Students Day. It's an exciting program. We're expected to have our in-house visitation for the spring. We are one of the very few campuses in New Jersey that are offering campus tours. So come and check us out if you have the opportunity to.
Keiser University. You are currently muted.
We do a few fun things. My personal favorite is if you're around campus, we do actually have a few like iguanas around campus. So if you take a picture with an iguana around campus and you post it to the social media, and this is year round, you can take it in and get a t-shirt that says like, I spotted the iguana. So that's one of the fun things we have. And that's something you can do even on a tour. So we are open. So if you are in the neighborhood and you want to stop on campus, definitely do so. And don't forget to take a picture of an iguana if you see one.
Earlham College.
Well, we're not doing it currently, but typically we have dog days on Fridays. So if you're ever stressing about an exam or you just need to pet a dog because you're having a bad day, maybe it's a great day, you're able to go pet dogs. And most of the time they're in the heart of our campus outside. So you just hang out with your professors and faculty members and pet dogs.
University of Colorado Boulder.
Ours revolves around a football tradition for our home games. We have a live action mascot, Ralphie, the buffalo who takes the field at the beginning of home games. It's really fun to get in the spirit of things. Seeing her there, we take excellent care of her, which is something that a lot of our students always ask us, like, oh, is she under great care? She is. I assure you, she's in heaven with us. And it's really a wonderful and unique tradition that we have to offer.
Western Colorado.
Yeah, my favorite tradition is every year for homecoming, our mountain rescue team goes, and we actually have like the largest collegiate emblem on the side of the mountain in the United States. So that's kind of weird. But every year for homecoming, our mountain rescue team goes and lights the W on fire. So that's a fun tradition.
Elizabethtown.
Yes, I would like to say that it's probably Accepted Student Day. All the faculty, staff, orchestra comes all together, and it's always really nice to see all those new prospective students coming into the college for the first time.
Awesome. Looks like we have time for one more question. So it's going to see here. What is your advice for students that are going through the college process?
Visit, and visit again, and visit some more. Every time you go and visit a university or college, you're going to find something new, find out something more exciting, so don't check it off the list. Go and visit some more. And when that fails, you visit again.
Awesome. Keiser.
Same thing. Visit. It's very important. The little things you don't think about, program, all that, that's great. And that's very important to do. But you also want to think about, okay, I'm going to have a new home for the next 4 years. So it's going to have to be somewhere where you enjoy, if you're someone, that doesn't enjoy the cold, likes to ski, likes to go to the beach, definitely things to take in mind because, school's 5 days of the week, you will have studying, but, you want to have a life as well.
Earlham College.
Everybody said great things, but I would say connect with current students as much as you can in any way that you can, whether that's they're on social media, they're ambassadors on the website while you're doing those visits. No one knows the college better than the people that are actually going there and living there day to day. So faculty members are great. Talking to your admissions counselor, perfect, welcome it, but definitely talk to current students.
University of Colorado Boulder.
My best advice is when in doubt, ask. Most schools have a top-notch admissions team with admissions counselors that are more than willing to answer those questions that you may think are not, everyone understands that there's no such thing as a stupid question. And for us specifically, we like to encourage all of our students to ask anything that they have on their minds so that we can help them out. We'd rather avoid confusion ahead of time if we can, because it makes the whole college search process a lot smoother.
Western Colorado.
I definitely echo what everyone else has said. I also encourage you to reach out to professors or have an admissions counselor set up a meeting with a current professor with you, because they can also really articulate what a current classroom scenario looks like or what you can expect from them as a professor too. So that's certainly an option for you. They're not scary or intimidating. They love to chat with you. So we're happy to help set that up as well.
And Elizabethtown College.
Yes, if you have a chance sitting on a class, either on a Zoom or in person, because you want to see that you're going to have a good rapport with that faculty member. Like a lot of counselors there, you're going to be there. It's going to be your home away from home for 4 years. So you want to make sure that you're enjoying your time there.
Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for joining us, panelists and participants. When I close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We appreciate any feedback you guys can provide to us. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions for our Thursday event. And in about a week, you'll be able to find the sessions recording as well as all of our other session recordings. Thank you again, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening.